Andy,
Yeah.
you had a little question for us to consider, to ponder as we head into 2024.
Oh, yeah.
What do you want to rehash that?
What's one thing you want to carry into 2024, and what's one thing you want to leave behind? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do?
Did you have anything in mind when you asked that question, or was that just pod fodder?
It can't just be. I mean, you're doing dry January. That's a good habit. It's a good excuse to just kind of reset, reestablish a healthy relationship with something like alcohol. But you're not an alcoholic who's quitting, and that's your new 2024. What is something?
No, I'm an alcoholic who's maintaining.
That's right. You want to maintain enough health so that you can enjoy your favorite vice.
Okay, so what I would like to leave behind is my relationship with stress and anxiety. I'm happy to leave that behind in 2023. Bringing into 2024. And I hadn't thought as deeply about that one, more of like the new replacement things that I've been doing.
By the way, I think of stress and anxiety as like I'm leaving that behind, and it's like the turtle in the hare. Like, here I go, and then it just slowly catches back up with me.
Oh,
here he comes.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be there for you. You're gonna get tired.
About May, I'll catch up with you.
And when you are, I'll be here.
Maybe April around tax time, I'll catch up with you.
I don't have a quick answer for the other one. I'll think about it a little bit. What about you guys?
Jeff?
Sure. I'm leaving my fat behind in 2023, but it came with me. 2024, I am...
tortoise fat.
Yeah. Just wrinkly tortoise fat. That's disgusting. So is this something that we're bringing into 2024, or something that we're like, I'm focused on this in 2024?
Yes,
okay.
Yeah, because answer it however you want to.
I have found recently, it's something I've always desired, but I don't know why I've been always tense about it, but it's touching my wife and holding my wife a lot and hugging my wife and not letting go. And I started to do this a little bit in December, and I felt much, and this isn't a sexual thing, it's just a physical touch thing. Sorry. Well, that happened.
And we don't want to hear about it.
But moving forward, like into this year, my goal is to hold on to my wife.
Wait, so point of clarification. So you're talking about you didn't hold on to her enough? There wasn't enough like physical embraces, little cuddles, things to show that you care?
I noticed that I just started to do this recently, and we really haven't done this a lot, where we might hug or but it might be a kiss, at the end of the night. Hey, good night. I love you. But I have intentionally, since realizing, man, I feel like my bucket's full a whole lot more when I've done this, and I feel better. I didn't know it until I kind of reflected back on, what has changed. Then I realized we were kind of hanging out a little bit more, talking a little bit more, me being on vacation for 3 weeks. Obviously that lend itself to more interaction, just sitting out on the outside and having a cup of coffee once a week. I mean, things changed a whole lot, and I'm like, I really like this. So
because you were holding on, or because of touch?
Because just, I don't know what it is. Just, it's almost like when a newborn baby is on their mother, like they need that. Almost like as a husband and wife, it's like, okay, some battery got filled in my soul.
Yeah, it's like you're old enough to where Benjamin Button syndrome is taking place, and so as an old baby, you're needing more of that touch.
I have the F word wants to come out, but it's going to hold back. I'm going to leave that in 2023.
Set it free.
It'll be back in April or May. So
this is good though.
No, that's sorry.
I wonder if anyone's ever cussed into the new year, like the fall's counting down. 3, 2, 4.
Probably plenty of people with election anxiety. It just as soon as 2023 was the last good thing we're going to experience because we got the election coming up, and for some people it's full on Armageddon. But anyways, touching. That's good.
I'm taking touching into 24.
Nate, do you like touch? You ever touch Tanya for the record? Jeez. Oh, brother. Hugs, hey. Dude. Where'd your mind go?
Gross.
No, but seriously though, that is good. I heard somebody in a podcast, I don't remember.
Jeff is physical touch is one of his love languages, apparently. Mine too, by the way.
Yeah. And it's not, I mean, making some sweet love counts, but it's more often just the random, like walking by, a little shoulder squeeze as she's going to somewhere else in the house. Like little things like that are just like bucket fillers where it's like, oh.
Shoulder squeeze.
Yeah. Shoulder could be almost anything.
Yeah. Anything could be a shoulder.
Yeah. But remembering, hey, you wake up, it's so easy when you have kids, as all of us do, and everybody's in activities, you seriously end up at the end of the night and it's like, well, it's good to see you right now and good night kind of a thing. That can happen.
Good night, roommate.
And so, and if you're not careful, yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, are we?
It can be the business of just doing family. And
Andy's mentioned it a couple times, and I agree. Like, oh, I think we're a little bit in roommate mode and we need to break this cycle. So whether it's like waking up and just a little bit of cuddling before you like start the onslaught of chaos that is, even in the best situations, life, it can be chaotic in a good way. But I like that, Jeffrey.
And Zach.
Jokes aside.
Yeah. What do you think? Yeah. You're forgiven.
That's the F word you were looking for.
Yeah. What are you leaving behind?
Oh man. Something I've improved on greatly, but still have far to go is I care way too much what people think. And sometimes that's a superpower, and oftentimes it's a fault because it can kind of control me. And so learning to not identify with, okay, if I say this opinion or hold this opinion or belief, and then somebody else, whether it's what somebody thinks of me or if it's somebody voicing an opinion or a belief or a thought that's wildly different from my own, if I get like viscerally offended and worked up, even if it's just internally and it's not, I don't lash out or anything, as I rarely do, you'll almost never know when I hate you, audience. If I happen to hate you, you'll never know. It's all inside.
It's when you someone else makes a point and you respond with, maybe. That's when I know.
Maybe with super tight lips.
Yep. Maybe. Fuming on the inside.
But embracing something I'm trying to teach my daughters. You're more than your emotions. You're more than what you believe or what you think, your opinions, because those things can shift. Like your identity should go above and beyond that. And I've made a lot of strides, and that's especially hard being somebody who tries to be voraciously nonpartisan in a world that seems to be increasingly partisan. Trying to find moments to speak to all different sides and understand all different sides. It can be a real challenge. And so, I know when I've become upset by somebody else's opinion that has nothing to do with me, like, okay, they're treading on sacred ground. What's up with that? I need to address that internally and think about that. Like, so unplugging myself from what other people think and detaching myself from my opinions. So it's like, hey, new information, maybe it's good. Let me test it. And maybe I can adopt that new information. So I think it's what most people should be doing, but that's me projecting on most people now. And so I'll just apply it to me.
All right. That's a good one. And bringing anything in, I have my new one, by the way.
That's like, I feel like that's one side of the same coin. Like I really want to continue to work on that. And
what's on the other side of the coin?
Model that. Well, the one side is the vain side. Wait, one side?
You said it's one side of the same coin?
Yeah. What? Oh, the other side of the same coin.
You were Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
What's on the other side?
Is improving on that, letting go of the negative side of that and building upon those strengths is the other side of the coin.
Oh, two sides of the same coin.
Yes. Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Well, isn't that special?
Well, that would have been easier. Why didn't I just say that?
Why did you just say it that way?
God damn it! I did it again!
Because that's just your opinion.
All right. Thanks, Andy.
You're welcome. You're welcome for messing up your own thing.